What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, goys and squirrels, everything in betweeners with wieners and whatnot. We are back. We are rolling. I'm back from Jew camp. No, I did not go to the psych ward. No, I did not go to prison. Yes, I came back. It was not that type of Jew camp. Now it is time. Now it is time to return to your most favorite niche internet podcast.
Your favorite internet micro celebrities are back. We're here.
What's more?
We got a couple brewskis.
Let's get a toast to that.
And some classy glasses to top it off. Start the time off right.
That was you're holy shit. This dude's chug-a-lugging. He doesn't have to drive home. Solid start to the ep.
Welcome back to You Have School tomorrow, baby.
Welcome back.
We're here.
Thank you for coming back. All, I don't know, like what? Fucking 120 of you?
Yeah, all 50 of you on YouTube.
Thank you for coming back. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank you for being patient. I actually got a lot of questions about where we went, surprisingly.
Yeah, I had some people asking.
So
it's been 57 days since our last post, and 88 days since the last episode that really popped off. So yeah, we're here.
We're back.
We're back.
We apologize for not making the last episode a two-part episode. It kind of fell apart when I left.
Yeah,
that whole thing about me not being here for 2 months was really kind of a downer.
Kind of a bit of a downer. But we're back now.
I have returned.
We're here making internet content for you on the superhighway of information.
I've emerged from the woods of rural northern Pennsylvania.
Rural PA.
More kosher than I was 2 months ago. Really regretting that I left for 2 months.
Hey, you know what?
But we're
Fort
back.
Grand
Made some good friends along the way.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason. I have a new...
Shout out to a couple of buddies. Shout out to Wad. Shout out to Ross. Shout out to Lorenzo. Shout out to Fitz, Dupree, my sister Rose, Tom, all the buddies that I made there. George, both of them, white and black Georges. Y'all know. Y'all are gonna know what's up.
White George, other George.
Thank you for making my summer bearable. Everybody else that I didn't list, now I'm thinking of you. Just can't think of your name right now. Love you guys.
If you weren't listed, you fucking suck.
No. Everybody.
You're a waste
honestly,
of human life.
All the people, that is the only job I've ever had where all the people were actually cool. Like, I've never had a job where I legitimately didn't actually hate somebody.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I'm taking on like a managerial role in my job now with my new license and everything.
Licensed pharmacy tech over here.
Yeah, nationally certified.
Not a big deal or anything, just a huge deal.
Yeah, just only 10% of technicians get it. No big deal. Finished a 2-hour test in 20 minutes. Lick my nuts.
Finished it so fast, they were like, you're not done.
Yeah, finished it so fast that the lady from the testing facility was like, there's no way you're done. And I was like, well, the computer's off, so if I didn't fucking finish, something's wrong. It already told me I passed, lady. Let me leave. Give me my ID back.
I want to go home.
I want to go
jerk
home.
Off in my bathroom.
I gotta poop.
Gotta rub one out with my calloused fucking eczema hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fucking
my snakeskin hands.
Do the saddest beat off in my
knuckles.
Knuckles
up. Knuckles up into the bathtub.
Yeah, knuckles up right off into the kitchen sink, baby.
Oh, kitchen sink is tough.
And I'm short too.
Yeah.
Gotta get one leg over on the countertop.
You're like what? You're 5'5"?
Yeah, 5'5", baby.
You'd have to jump.
Yeah.
You'd have to get a running
start.
You
gotta time to jump right.
You'd have to hurdle. You'd have to run straight, hurdle over the island.
Yeah. Standing like 15 feet away from the sink, just cranking it. Just be like, hold on.
Just cranking that soldier boy.
I gotta time this right.
You gotta run and start. You like start running in place like they do in the old Looney Tune cartoons.
Got a sweatband on. ESPN 3's there.
Oh,
Like we were covering the world.
the Women's World Cup, but
yeah,
look at this
Women's
fucking
World Cup.
guy.
Well, this guy's gonna. If he makes it down the garbage disposal, we're giving him $20,000 and a nice coffee. No, but yeah. So I've taking on the role that I have at my job. I've kind of learned to just like ignore people that I don't like.
That's how I managed.
And even then, like, I have so much going on that I don't have time to be like, can you shut up, please?
Yeah.
You know, like, if somebody's being annoying, I kind of just let somebody else take care of it. I'm like, oh, good. Did you fill that prescription?
As
No?
somebody that
Cool. Screw off.
As somebody that was a multi-unit assistant manager at the age of 19 for a large corporation, people tend to not like you when
Large corporation
they're
that
your
rhymes
employees
with
and you're not their coworker, you're their boss.
Schmunk and schmonuts.
Yeah. Dunkin' Blownuts.
Cocky
But yeah,
little nuts.
if there's any job harder than being a manager of a Dunkin' Donuts, it's doing that when you're 19 years old and you just want to kill yourself. Like, the only thing I would do is get up in the morning and just, like, pick up the bottle of, like, antidepressants and, like, antipsychotics I had next to my bed, and I'd just be like, I could just take this whole bottle, but, like...
The intrusive thoughts, not
Well, like,
today.
I'm going to Knotfest next week,
Yeah.
and, like, I got a date, so, like, maybe I should just take one for the day.
I need that.
And then I'd
check,
go into
baby.
work, just my head felt like it was vibrating because my antipsychotics were kicking in. Hadn't had a coffee yet. It's 6 a.m. Freshly fucking gelled down ponytail. This is Ponytail Dave era.
Ponytail Dave was a nice one.
Go sit at my desk and just think about shooting myself in the head with a 16 gauge. So it splatters a bit, but my head still stays intact so they can give me an open casket if they do some finagling. Yeah, that was a pretty tough part of my life.
Yeah. Way to start the episode on a fucking downer. Anyway.
So how was your 2 months since I've been gone, Jake? We really
Yeah.
we didn't talk much about life.
No, we
kinda
didn't.
just sent each other memes and videos of each other pissing.
Yeah, it was a lot of piss videos, a lot of memes, including.
I sent you a lot of like drunken like bar videos.
Yeah. There was a good amount of
Just videos of
texting
me
you.
pictures
Texting
of
you
me smoking cigarettes.
that.
Oh yeah, I started smoking again.
A lot of texting you about scores of lacrosse games that I'm pretty sure you were just looking for on your phone anyway.
Yeah.
Be like, fucking 16-5. The boys are cranking it. Shout out to the Cannons. Those are my boys. Coach Holman, you're doing a great job, baby.
PLL, please bring the Cannons back to Boston next year.
They
We
wore
beg of you.
jerseys that said Boston on them.
If
Come on.
that's not a fucking Easter egg, then I don't know what is.
Come on.
Please bring the boys back
and
to
they
Boston.
called
At least back to New England.
on ESPN. They said the Boston Cannons
I'm sure-
versus the
yeah.
Redwoods. Come
I'm
on.
sure that Mr. Kraft will welcome you guys back with open arms. They
You-
played in Gillette Stadium when they were in the MLL. Right?
I know you can't have Paul Carcaterra call a team the Boston Cannons and then not bring them back to Boston. I mean
Yeah.
Paul Rabel played for them.
If you got to, you can call them like the New England Cannons.
That's kind of gay though.
It is, but like if you're trying to appeal to a larger, like how the Pats are the New England Patriots.
And the Revs.
Yeah.
That was the New England Revolution.
Which, by the way, sidebar, Foxborough, Massachusetts is closer to Providence than it is to Boston. So technically the Patriots and the Revolution are a Providence team. Anyways.
Gonna get some Foxborough fans real mad.
Dude, have you ever driven to Foxborough? It takes 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You ever driven to Foxborough from Boston? It takes more than 20 minutes.
It's an hour and a half.
Dude, you're on 93 for like 40 of them. You
Like,
leave-
God damn, this is
you,
supposed to be a New
take
England.
93, you like go out of Roxbury, and then you just like sit there. You go like fucking cook an egg on the fucking dashboard of your car. You're sitting there for so long.
Yeah. I don't leave the state a lot, to be honest. I left the state. Oh, so while you were gone,
Didn't you go to New Hampshire?
little update on the Jake man's life. I we went to New Hampshire with the baby girl and her
The
family.
Habibi? Oh, the yearly Habibi trip.
Yeah, my yearly trip with the Habibi and her extended family. It's about 97 Portuguese in
In New Hampshire, that's a recipe
In
for
New
fucking
Hampshire.
disaster.
It's a good time.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They do not like the fucking Portuguese up there.
No, not a big
There's
fan.
not a lot of them up there, is there?
We're probably the only ones up there.
All of the Portuguese in the state of New Hampshire at the time you were there came in your car.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that. It's a good time.
Fucking 106 of you.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of them.
Hopped in the 2011 Jeep Compass.
No, just me. I drove up alone because I missed 2 days for my mom's b-day. Had a little birthday bash down the shore.
Bashed your mom for her birthday?
Yeah. It's like, what? Those 2 takes of the Bud Light
That would
video
be
really
very
hit
that
me
would be
right
very
now.
Portuguese of you.
Yeah.
For my mother's birthday, I fucked her.
Yeah, no.
Not that Portuguese.
Took my mom down Narragansett.
Down there against the way. Nice,
Yeah.
classy night.
Had a look at the water.
Solid.
Had myself a couple Gansets on the shore.
Gansett and Gansett.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Fucking class.
I had her drive me home. I didn't realize Narragansett was lager, and then I was drinking. I was like, this shit's a little thick.
If there's anything that I really love after a couple Gansets, it's my fucking keys. It's to get behind the wheel of my 2008 Honda Accord with dents everywhere.
Yeah, it's a good time. Nothing will make you grab for car keys quite like a Narragansett, baby. It was in the throwback 70s can.
Yeah, I saw those. Those are sick.
Yeah.
Those are really cool.
It mentions on the can that it was the can that they crush in that scene in Jaws.
Yeah.
I Googled it. It is.
It is.
So I kept it like a dirtbag. And then I drove up there, see the Habibi and her family. Good time. Only remember about 13 hours of each day. A lot of basement wine. A lot of Loyal Seltzer. A lot of Mick Ultra. It's a good time.
We talking like actual basement wine, or we talking
Oh, yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
make you go blind hooch type shit?
Dude, Carlo Rossi jugs that look like they're full of gasoline.
That's that.
Yeah.
That's that good Portuguese shit.
A couple of those. Nobody drinks out of cups. Everybody drinks out of their own Yeti.
Yeah. All
And
right.
you just put whatever the fuck you want in that Yeti.
Right. So you're pretty much drinking Portuguese jungle juice.
Yeah. Break them out around lunchtime.
Nice.
That's about all I can say.
Solid.
It's a good time.
I too did a lot of drinking. If
Yeah.
if you ever want to spend a lot of time at a bar, get a job at a summer camp.
If you ever want an excuse to booze it up real heavy, start working at a summer camp.
Yeah. I think I drank more Jameson, more Jack Daniels, and more fucking
A couple Erkin jerks.
Coronas in the 2 months I was there than I have in my entire life.
Nothing's better than like a sweaty bottle of Corona in a bar you're never gonna go back to.
Yeah. Well, no, we went back there. We were actually frequents at the same bar. I bought a shirt. Shout out to the fishing hole in Lakewood, Pennsylvania.
We should go.
Yeah, let's just drive 5.5 hours.
Yeah, day trip.
We love it.
Day trip. Drive up.
Get there, you just want to fucking turn around and go home.
Yeah, be like, can I just get like fries? And a
Their
Coke?
fries were fantastic. They had like it was bar food, but it was like good bar food. All the bartenders were awesome. There was one night, it was this very large non-binary individual. I asked you your pronouns, and I do not remember them, so I apologize. Not that you're going to be listening to this, I don't think.
Craig.
Obviously had male anatomy. Total fucking queen, though. Absolute riot.
Couple stingers.
I
staring at you
love
from the
sassy
shorts.
gay dudes.
Sassy gay.
Sassy
dudes.
gay, especially in a setting like in a rural Pennsylvania bar full of fucking hicks.
Yeah, all the lighting is from Christmas lights.
Yeah, dude, this guy was
yeah.
fucking riot. Yeah. All right, literally,
Love it.
that is exactly how their voice sounded. They had like George Washington like powdered wig hair.
Oh fuck yeah!
He gave a girl the boot because they found out that she was underage. Because there's a website where you can cross-check all of the camp counselors in the area, their age, their date of birth, and their place of birth. This girl got in with a fake.
God.
He stands up on the bar, drops her full government name. If you are in this bar, you and I both know damn well that you're not supposed to be here. There is plenty of people here that have nothing better to do than to cross-check and make sure where you need to go. Get the fuck out. And you just see a girl that's already standing near the door just snake out. It was fucking great.
Yeah.
I pool shark some British dudes.
You what did some what?
All right, so every time we'd go, we'd play pool. There was like one pool table and one dartboard.
Yes.
And besides that, all there was to do was eat bar food and smoke cigarettes.
Ooh.
It was that kind of bar. It was a total dive bar. I loved it.
Smoke inside bar.
Yeah, well, they had their own little like hallway room type thing that was pretty much like a breezeway. Or for you uncultured folks, a
hallway
patio
between two parts of a house.
But
our dad built an addition.
Yeah.
But the fucking contractor said we can't put it there.
By the way, this bar was just a house.
As it should
have was
been.
Built. It looked like it was built to be a house.
Probably was. That's how PA
so
rolls.
The past 2 times we had gone up to this point, I got too drunk to play. I was playing pool, but I wasn't doing well. This third time, my two Brit buddies, they were like, "Come on, Dave, let's go play some pool." I was like, "All right, I'm just sober enough." And I'm fucking on fire. And one of them looks at me and he's like, "You've been good at pool this whole time, you motherfucker."
Yeah.
Because we were playing teams, and I was on the other dude's team. He was like, "I didn't pick you because I thought you sucked at pool."
Nah, son, I just been tanked.
Yeah, I was just fucking obliterated.
I know you people get belligerent when
Or
you get drunk.
And me too, but
same. But we get good
but
at
I also
sports
can't stand
too.
up. Particularly billiards.
Yeah, this is fucking Euro people games.
Americans
Americans play football and unprovoked parking lot violence.
We jumped through fucking folding tables outside of a stadium in Buffalo, New York, because that's the American way, God damn it.
The American way. Spend $55 on a fucking folding table at Job Lot and
Just to jump through it in negative 20-degree weather with no shirt on.
Oh, right under
3 PBRs deep.
Grass.
The only
if you're
thing
doing
worse,
that off only 3 PBRs, you got some.
Dude, the only thing worse than
to
eating
do.
shit into grass is eating shit into fucking like frozen hard grass.
It's just that dead thump. Oh. And all the you get up, you're like, and
like remember
like,
those like early in the season lacrosse games that we'd play where there'd like still be snow on the ground and like you catch a good check and you eat shit and it feels like you're landing on fucking concrete.
Slam your head into the ground.
Oh.
It's a good time. Cleats aren't making any contact with the ground.
You're basically just out there on fucking high heels, running around on stilts.
Yeah. Why did they always put Uncle Sam on stilts? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't
when
know.
they're having like a.
I don't know. He's supposed to be. Americans are supposed to be tall, I guess. I'm 5'8" on a fucking ideal, like on a good day.
And they always make him look like Andrew Jackson.
Yeah.
It's always just Andrew Jackson in a crazy
Was
suit.
it Andrew Jackson? I know I should know this as I'm in school to be a history teacher, but it wasn't Andrew Jackson like a crazy motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he was insane.
He was the dude that would like pick fights with guys just to like have a duel with them.
Oh, he was Trail of Tears. He shot a dude in front of the White House, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, so that was him.
Yeah, he killed a guy. Like somebody was like while he was president. While he was president, that some guy was like, "You're a pussy, let's duel." And he was like, "Bitch,
imagine if Grandpa Joe just fucking killed a guy."
Bro,
Just pulled out that chopper.
If Sleepy Joe blew a hole in some guy's chest on the lawn of the White House.
Dude, he's the emperor of the United States at that point. That's it. We are a total dictatorship.
It was like 1830.
How do you run against that?
Yeah, they were.
How do you run against the 78-year-old that killed a man on the fucking White House lawn?
What are we supposed to do about this guy?
Dude, he's
blowing holes in people in the front lawn. Because that's what it was back then.
Yeah.
There was no bullets.
No.
It's a steel ball from a fucking flintlock pistol. Some dude was like,
took you 5 minutes to reload if you missed.
He's like, you won't, bitch. The guy shot at him and missed. Andrew Jackson was like, you thought, fucker. Just blew a hole through his chest.
Just pulls out his jacket gun.
Yeah, everyone was like, I mean.
Imagine how mad you had to be back then at somebody to shoot them when it took that long to load a fucking gun.
Yeah, it's like he's the
You had
president.
to like put the ball down and like push it in with that fucking rod.
Well, with the pistols, it was easier, especially.
It was just like the flintlock, right?
Well, yeah,
you just like put the
a lot of times it was a blasting cap, so you didn't have to load it with gunpowder. You just had to throw the bullet in, and then like some wadding so it didn't fall out, and you just put the little brass cap, like a cap gun.
Yeah,
you put that on there, but it was still inaccurate. So it was still like, oh, cool, it only takes me a minute to reload. This shit's still going to fly everywhere.
But I can't shoot somebody sitting 5 feet in front of me.
Like,
you shoot it just goes straight up.
Yeah, and there was no camera. Yeah, there was no cameras back then, so
no.
It wasn't like you had to, like, they did like a proper duel. Nobody said you had to do a proper duel.
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson could have just been like, no, you walk 30 paces and just shoot the guy in the back. Walk up and start stabbing him. He's like, and you're going to write that I killed him. Like,
that's a tough look if you do that and you miss.
Yeah.
Because then you just got to fight a dude.
Now there's a dude that's pissed at you, and
he's
got a gun
he's got a
and you don't.
Gotta pull out the bayonet and just hope for the best.
Shit. All right.
Hope he fucking pisses.
You could throw it at him. Those things are made out of like mahogany. It's fucking 9-pound pistol. He's a better chance throwing it at him like a boomerang.
Oh,
Ben Franklin's off like fucking some French lady boy. You're like, God damn it, the fathers of this country.
Ben Franklin was a character too.
Oh yeah, he invented.
He was like 5'2" and like 240.
Yeah. Hey.
Balding since he was like 12.
Hey, watch it.
Known fornicator.
Sounds like a good guy. No, but
Benjamin Franklin, known fornicator.
They were talking about it on Are You Garbage, and I hate to bring up topics that have been talked about on other podcasts, but I know you don't really watch them, and I wanted to bring this up. Ben Franklin was such a good inventor. But do you think it was just because there wasn't a whole lot of shit yet?
100%.
I'd be a fucking great inventor, too, if there wasn't
stuff.
If
it was fucking 1780. Dude, I can't.
I'd be so smart.
Try to think of something that doesn't exist for a couple minutes. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't fucking do it.
I'd be so good. If they didn't have
glasses if I could invent something, I'd be set.
If they didn't have glass. He invented glasses, lightning bolts, fucking STDs. I don't know. He invented a lot of shit. I'd be smart as shit too if there wasn't already stuff around.
Betty Franks invented chlamydia.
Yeah. If I was back in Adam and Eve days, I'd be smart as hell. I'd be teaching the snakes how to do algebra. I'd be talking about antibiotics.
Bro, you know how to do algebra? What the fuck? I don't even know how to do algebra.
Dude, I've been having to do because I'm going to pharmacy school. I've been doing a lot of like math prep work. And a ton of it is like statistics and like calculus and shit. Oh. And I just started getting real interested in calculus. So my mom...
Is that going to be your next hyperfixation?
It already is.
Calculus.
I've been sitting watching videos about string theory, and my mom's doing work at her desk like, what exactly is it that you're watching? I'm like, nah, it's cool because this guy's explaining that light can act as both waves and individual particles. It can be waves but also have mass, which is paradoxical, but if you do the math both as a differential equation and as a physics formula, as a single individual particle, both work out. And that's why light's amazing, because it's paradoxical, but the universe is paradoxical. And that's where string theory and quantum mechanics comes in. She's like, I just need you to pause the YouTube video so I can take a phone call. Like, what are you talking about?
It took me 3 years to learn slope-intercept formula. Y equals mx plus b. That took me 3 fucking years.
Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. That's the quadratic formula, I believe. Negative b plus or minus square root minus ac. Wait,
It sounds like you're just throwing math shit at me.
no, negative.
Because I understood all of that.
Negative b plus or minus square root of negative 4ac over 2a. Hold on, I gotta ask Siri.
While you ask Siri,
Negative b plus or minus square root of negative ac over 2a.
my friend Jake.
Quadratic equation formula, yeah. B plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2.
How do we get from Benny Franks to the quadratic formula?
I don't know, but because it would
Calculus.
be because calculus. He didn't really invent shit. He just thought of the stuff that we
just have.
We have now, which I guess is what inventing is.
Dude. Imagine just being born in a world without electricity and some motherfucker named Thomas is just like, yo.
It's like, yo, watch this shit.
Yo, see this switch on my fucking wall?
What?
Now it's light in here.
What's a switch?
What is a switch? Are you the devil? This is the devil. Hang him.
I think that's is somebody going to kill him? I'll kill him if we need to kill him.
Get the rocks. Honey, get my rocks. My pistol isn't accurate enough. Get the stones.
Geraldine, get my rocks.
Gwyneth.
Martha.
Get me rocks, holy water, and a Bible.
Martha, bring my gravel.
Bring me my beating belt.
The stones, Martha, the stones. She's some lady in a bonnet bringing out a fucking burlap sack of rocks. Start hawking them.
Ruth, fetch me my slingshot at once.
Ugh.
We're going to have to pause this for a second. I'm about to piss my pants.
Oh, Sam. We have returned?
We have returned.
We're back.
You know what I was thinking about while I was taking a piss? You know who's got it even better than motherfuckers that just, like, invented, like, common sense shit? Motherfuckers that came up with shit that we found out later isn't exactly 100% true. Like, Isaac Newton. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. He was just saying that because he'd never been in a fucking car accident. Bro ever hit a fucking the back of a fucking Ford F-150 going 40 down fucking Mineral Spring?
Now,
he wouldn't be like, all right, maybe an object in motion can come to a fucking screeching halt.
well, the phrase is an object in motion tends to stay in motion, while an object at rest tends to stay at rest.
Yeah, but sometimes
Giving you the flexibility to infer that an
sometimes an
object
external
may
force
be,
puts that motherfucker to rest real quick.
hence the tens. He knew that he's like, these sons of bitches are going to talk on a podcast 600 years after I die.
Sitting there under an apple tree in
Be like,
1620.
Yeah, be like, these
motherfuckers are going to try to G-check me.
these shitheads are going to think that I'm wrong. Let me say tens.
These drunk children.
Yeah, because
Just barely old enough to drink now all of a sudden.
Well, because if you think about it, any object could do anything at any time. Did you know that the simple act, I've been taking a quantum mechanics course from Stanford. I'm sorry, from MIT. Shout out to the people, by the way. You're never going to see this, I'm sure. But to the people who created...
Also, very important note, he doesn't go to MIT.
I do not go to MIT.
He goes to a community college.
I currently attend a community college, as you can tell.
Probably everything about us. We're a bunch of community college regulars. I'm a third-year sophomore at a community college. I'm very happy to finally be a sophomore.
Yeah, but so shout out to the people who decided to do open courseware, which is an initiative between MIT and I believe also Harvard and Stanford. Hartford, Connecticut, where they basically
Connecticut's a fucking hellhole.
Yeah, Connecticut is disgusting.
Dude, I drove through Connecticut a few days ago.
I'm sorry.
We drove all the way through Danbury, through Waterbury.
Every berry, Dingleberry.
All the berries.
Dingleberry.
Drove through fucking Meriden, which is literally hell on earth, into fucking I don't remember.
Canterbury, Dingleberry,
Something like that, yeah. No, fucking
Lexington and Concord.
The Battle of the Bulge.
She battle on my bulge.
Fuck, what am I forgetting? Oh yeah, the Alamo.
She Alamo on my until I don't forget.
She bought on my hot till I blast.
She quantum on my mechanics until I open courseware from MIT.
Bro, we should hit Taco Bell after this.
I am not getting in a vehicle.
I'll drive. I'm sober enough to drive.
The closest Taco Bell is like 5 minutes from your house.
We're not going to Taco Bell.
You can go to Taco Bell. I'm gonna stay here and eat guacamole. No, but yeah. So I've been taking this course from MIT on quantum mechanics,
As one does in their free time.
as you do.
Good fucking Goodwill Hunting over here.
Yeah.
Good Jake Hunting.
But did you know that the act of observing a particle is enough in the universe on a quantum scale to change its properties? 50%. So there's 4 classifications of individual particles, not atoms, way smaller. The individual particles that make up atoms. Because atoms are like 98% empty space.
Yeah. I actually learned that last semester.
Isn't that shit fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Most of everything that exists
It's just empty space.
is empty space. But
like the space between you and me is so much more nothing than we could even like conceptualize as
yeah,
people.
it's ridiculous. But on an individual particle level, like an individual electron or like a quark, there's only 4 classifications of what you could use to describe it. So it's either black or white, and it's either soft or hard. Those
Just
are the
like
only
me for real.
Yeah.
Just like me.
You just like me for real.
I'll be the soft or hard in this motherfucker.
I'm the white soft particle. But that's the thing. That's the thing, is it's impossible to determine the color and the hardness, so either soft or hard, of a particle together. You can't say that a particle is white and hard, because 50% of the time that you observe a particle, it will be hard or soft. So no matter how many times you run the particle through whatever contraption you make, and it's not about how complex a contraption it is, it's not about your own ability to create these contraptions. They've done it with every kind of particle in every way possible. They've done the math. Smart people at MIT. God damn it. Believe me, the fat tattooed kid sitting in a chair
Drinking a Truly out of a fucking
coffee
Truly
cup.
with ice out of a clear coffee mug.
It's 72 in here. I'm trying to have a nice cold drink. It was in the closet. It was in my coat closet.
Coat and booze
Oh.
closet.
My coat and booze closet. But yeah, so individual particles, simply the act of observing them changes their properties. But there's so many individual particles in an object that it averages out to be what you perceive. I forgot. I have an automation on my mom's work phone that when the battery gets to 100%, it says, "My tank is on F and I'm ready to rock and roll." And when you unplug it, it says the Jewel Meister is on the loose.
The Jewel Meister's on the loose.
Oh no! When you unplug it, it says, "Oh yeah, the juice is loose." Watch.
Speaking of quantum physics and whatnot, we got to talk about UFOs. We got to talk about that fucking summit they had, and everybody was just like, that was just the best public reaction or lack thereof that I could possibly think of. The government was like, yeah, we have UFOs and we have the pilots, and there's a whole secret government program to recover said crafts when they crash. We've been visited multiple times, blah, blah, blah. And we're all just like, fucking yeah, we know. No shit. We have YouTube.
The public reaction was essentially,
we know.
Yeah, but like, what about inflation?
Yeah.
Also, the planet's on fire.
Yeah. Are the
Also, the last guy we had as president has been indicted in 18 different states under about 79 separate charges. And in Georgia, he's going under a RICO indictment for organized crime. I don't give a fuck about aliens.
Can they help us with our problems?
Yeah. America,
no, all right. Stay
America
up there.
first, bitch. I don't care about the little gray dudes. What's that doing for the price in tea in China, bitch? Dude, I went to a Polish market today because, as I've said before on the pod, we do Friday dinners.
Yeah.
And we like a pierogi in this house.
I fucking love
and
me.
So
the poor Polak that I grew up as, I fucking love pierogies.
I went to Polonia.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
It's like walking through the fucking Iron Curtain in that place. It was scary. I walked in. It was like a bodega. It's like
a Poldega.
It's a straight Poldega, dude. I walked in. It's like the
Polacks everywhere.
It's like some random corner store in Pawtucket.
Sound like they're speaking fucking Russian with a cold.
Dude, I walk in.
That's pretty much just what the Polish language is.
I walked in, yeah.
It's just Russian with bronchitis.
I enter, and it was like getting thrown back into it was like 1979 through the Iron Curtain. I walked in, and it was like an old guy in like a USA hat and like shorts pulled up to his nipples. Diabetes compression socks, and he had like a paper bag full of shit that he was buying, and him and this dude that definitely looked like he could have been a Putin stand-in, wearing like a Juventus soccer jersey behind the counter were just like, and I was like, all right. And so I just like
Kielbasa.
I like dipped to the right behind. You know how they have the shelves? So you walk in and there's the deli counter on the left.
Yeah.
And then there's like just rooms worth of shelves through the building. I just started walking through the shelves, and there's not even a foot between the shelves. Nothing is in English. Not a single package in the place has English writing. And I just waited to hear the door little go off to know the old guy left. And then I like crept up to the counter. I was like, they must think I'm stealing. I'm in all black. I walked up to the counter, and I was like, hi.
Obviously I don't belong here.
And I was like,
let's get that out of the way right here.
Let's be real. You know I'm not supposed to be here.
Just get up to him like, you got fucking Google Translate here? This should have fucking subtitles. What does that say? That's a Z and a P next to each other.
Even the little like the deli board behind them with the little individual letters, all in Cyrillic. I was like, what the fuck? I walked up, and the dude
Cyrillic? I think Polish uses
let me Google
our
that.
alphabet.
I might have not been paying attention, and it was in English. Does Polish use Cyrillic? Does the Polish language write in Cyrillic? Oh, it uses the language alphabet. The Latin alphabet. The language alphabet. Never mind. So I wasn't...
It uses word alphabet.
Yeah, so but it's all written...
It speaks language.
It's all written in Polish. Everything. They even have the Valley Breeze in Polish.
Really?
The guy asked me... So I walk up to the
I
counter.
didn't know Pawtucket was that fucking full of Polacks.
I
I thought it
didn't
was just
think-
all Portuguese and like Cape Verdeans.
I didn't think
And,
so
like
either.
Dominicans.
But they had an option for the Valley Breeze that was in Polish.
That's insane.
It's probably
That must like just be for that place.
It was probably copy pasted.
Yeah,
from,
they just like
from Google Translate or some shit.
They just like buy the paper.
Um,
They just go to the Valley Breeze and they're like, and they're
yeah.
like,
It's on printer paper. It's not even newspaper.
it's like thin as fuck.
Yeah. I walked up and the dude who,
and you getting fucking paper cuts.
yeah, 2 seconds ago he was speaking the thickest Polish I had ever seen in my life. I've also never ever heard a person speak Polish before that. I walk up and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, "You guys sell pierogies here?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Fucking look around, bud.
I was like,
Where the fuck do you think you are?
I was like, "Cool." Do
Don't
you
they
sell
stop
them by?
pierogies?
I was like, "Do you sell them by the dozen?" And he was like,
How else would you sell a pierogi?
"Yes." I was like, "Okay, cool. Do you have potato and cheese?" And I thought he was gonna be like, "Can you stop asking the fucking most obvious questions in the world?" It's like walking into Times Square.
Are these like dumplings?
It's like walking into Times Square and being like, "Is this Elmo guy gonna molest my girlfriend when we go to take a picture?"
Is that cowboy playing the guitar in a thong?
Yeah. Is that guy in the thong gonna charge me $150 for a selfie? Yeah, dipshit, you're in fucking Times Square.
In New York.
Whoa.
That was
But
bad.
he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Can I get a half a dozen?" And he was like, "No."
By the fucking dozen.
I was like,
You
"Okay,
look like you can finish.
okay." And I am. I was like, "All right, bet. Can I get 3 dozen cheese and potato pierogi?" And he was like, "Okay." And I was like,
Oh my god.
"Can I get a dozen cabbage?" And he's like, Sure." I was like, "Can I also get just 1 link of kielbasa?" And he was, if you don't know, kielbasa is a Polish sausage. It's usually either beef or pork, or sometimes it's turkey, which I've never understood how they make it almost exactly
I've never
the
had
same.
turkey kielbasa.
It's really good,
I've-
and it's also the exact same texture.
I'm
as the
I'm
pork
not
and
gonna lie.
beef
Yeah,
one.
I'm a pretty big turkey burger guy. Especially now that I've been pretty much slowly but surely entirely eliminating like dairy and like soy from my diet.
Yeah, because a lot of red meat
Yeah.
has a lot of that soy filler. Yeah, the turkey kielbasa that I've had has the exact same texture as the beef and the pork, which is scary because then I think they're writing turkey on the package and it's just pork regardless. You stupid fucking Americans who write turkey on it, make it another 75 cents extra.
Oh my god.
But I was like, "Yeah, can I get 1 link of kielbasa?" And he was like, "Look in the case." And I look in the case and they're like fucking 22 inches long. And I was like, "Okay, I'll take 1." He goes, "We sell them in pairs." And I was like, "Motherfucker." Fine, I'll
take 44 inches of kielbasa.
It's like, "Fine, I'll take 2."
So
He goes, "Do you want double smoked or regular?" I'm like, "Dude, you're throwing options out to me that I didn't even know
the
existed."
double smoke's the way to go.
I was like, "Give me."
100%.
I was like, "I've never had it fresh
100%.
before. Give me whatever you like." And he was like, "All right, word." He grabbed one of them because, of course, the case not marked with any price. It's just meat in a deli case. He just grabs
Just
2.
pulls out two loose kielbasas.
He wrapped them up. He wrapped them up in the
He
Valley
pulls 'em out, they're
Breeze.
swinging. Just
Dude, he wrapped them up in the Valley Breeze and butcher paper on the outside.
Oh my god.
He taped it together with clear Scotch tape. I was
Oh
like,
my
"Oh my
God.
god!"
Holy fucking
He
shit.
rang me out. It was like $50. I was like, "Son of a bitch!" Here you go. My
Dude, them
uncle.
Polacks do not fucking care.
And he was like, "By the way," and he pulls out this little leaflet, and he's like, we're having a Polish festival in Central Falls at the end of August if you're interested. He's like, it's a lot of the same food that we got here. You know, it's a good time, a lot of drinks, a lot of food. And I was like, dude, you just ran me up for $50 for 4 dozen pierogi and 2 kielbasa. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm not dropping 3 G's at the Polish festival. You and your Iron Curtain can kick rocks, buddy. And I was like, when I walked out of there, I'm like checking under my car for fucking Soviet spies and shit. I was like, there's no way.
Just a hammer and sickle just
Yeah.
on your fucking windshield.
I was like, there's no way.
You've been warned.
I just walked out of a 4 square foot dirt, like almost dirt floor bodega in the middle of Pawtucket.
Oh, my God.
Got ran up for $50. I was like, there's got to be some spy shit going on.
We got to go there together sometime.
And there's like bars on the window.
Yeah.
There's bars on the windows that are like papered over with posters. I'm like, this, like, what the fuck? I can't even read the Polish that's in the window because there's wrought iron bars everywhere.
Dude, them Polacks are fucking hardcore.
Oh,
Most of like the support staff at the camp I was working at was Polish,
oh.
and they like worked like 16-hour days. And we'd go out and they'd just be at the bars, just fucking hammering away.
But yeah, so I went there today. I
Polacks
heard
are like,
Polish
yeah.
in person for the first time. This man had such a smooth face too.
Yeah.
There was him, an old dude who I only realized was old because of his voice. He sounded like he was 115, and he looked like he was about 46.
Something's amiss here.
And there was a woman there who looked like she was out of an inflation category video, if you understand what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, she looked like a 9-year-old with a little stinger in his pants drawer.
Jesus Christ.
Big fake ass and tits. And the dude at the counter was in a Juventus soccer jersey and cargo shorts. And I'm pretty sure no socks. I was like, this place is all right. I bet you people smoking here, huh? There was just items. There were items on the shelf.
Just strewn about.
There were items on the shelf in the original import packaging with stickers on it from the fucking FDA. I was
They were like, yeah, good enough, I guess.
I was like, this place is pretty cool. The only other place I've been like that was Amaral's in Fall River in Mass. But it's not like that anymore. It's like a full supermarket. It used to be like the same kind of thing. You walk in and there's just like shit all over the floor. There's octopus.
It's like laundry detergent next to like fucking
Yeah, there was
cereal.
There was a case that was frozen octopus right next to the laundry detergent and the dryer sheets. Because that was the only place they could put the freezer case. It was full.
Go up to the desk, talk about, hey, do you have cough medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah, right next to the maple syrup, and neither of them are labeled. Good luck.
Yeah. There was full rabbits and full-bodied octopus frozen together next to the Tide. It was a good time. My grandmother used to bring
dude,
me there.
immigrants are the fucking best.
I love immigrants so
like
much.
first generation like immigrants from like old world type countries.
They just
like
came
Poland
over.
or like rural Portugal.
It's
Oh, they're the fucking
2023
best.
and they're just feeling toilet paper for the first
They're
time.
the fucking best, dude.
They're like, these Americans, they like cough syrup and Q-tips. We also sell full rabbits and live pigs. What the fuck?
Can you kill the pig for me? Yeah,
No.
no. Gross set.
Nothing is priced. We base price on attractiveness or how close to Polish you look.
Or if we think you're homosexual.
If you are homo, we chase you out with knife.
This is Poland.
This is my wife.
I got-
She is 50% silicone.
See, it always comes back around to Borat.
It always becomes Borat.
Always comes back to the Borat voice.
But gang, I think we're about having to wrap her up.
Yeah, we're
We're getting right around to the limit before I trust that the iPad has died. Matter of fact, I should probably check that before I wrap the episode up.
Thank you for tuning back in. Thank you for listening. We missed you all.
Hey, the iPad's still alive.
There we go. I'm sure that you missed us.
Shout out to everybody.
We know you missed us, actually. As per usual, we're available on all streaming platforms. You can subscribe to our Patreon. It'll be linked in the show notes, as will our Instagrams, Jake's art Instagram and my personal Instagram, as I am not nearly as artistic or autistic for that matter. That was a legitimate mistake.
Yeah. Shout out to Asperger's syndrome. You've done me well. Yeah, check us out on Instagram, on YouTube.
Feel free to email us
youhaveschoolpod@gmail.com.
anything and everything you have to say to us.
I'm going to start doing cooking videos. Dude, should we start doing some cooking videos?
We can start doing some cooking. I've been getting into cooking.
Yeah, because we have the tripod now.
Yeah, we do.
Shout out to the tripod.
Cooking with Jake and Dave. We got to start doing better thumbnails on our videos, too.
Yeah, we got to take a good thumbnail picture.
Yeah, shout out to
the opioid crisis. Whoa.
Shout out to my buddy Fitz. He gave me a lot of pointers on how to make our YouTube channel better, because he's actually a professional YouTuber. That's what he does for a living.
Much more
That's how he makes his
successful
money.
than us.
Shout out to Red Wrench Films. Thank you, Fitz.
Also, shout out to
the fucking
what's his name? Hold on, I gotta find it. Good Creates. He's one of my good pals. He's a photographer in New York City. If you need a good photographer
in New York City.
He used to be out in L.A. He is no longer in L.A. So if you need a good photographer in L.A., you can go kick rocks. But if you need a good photographer in New York, or probably Providence, hit up Quadir Moore. It's spelled differently than you would say it, though, because it's Quadir, but it's spelled Quaudir. Quadir Moore. Quadir Creates. He's a cool guy. One of the nicest dudes I've met probably through all of high school. And the only dude who I was fine with kissing my girlfriend while we were together. So shout out to him. I doubt he's listening to this, but he follows us on Instagram. So we'll take the follow.
We will absolutely take the follow.
We will 100% take the follow. Follow me at CrookshanksFlash on Instagram. I'm coming back soon. I do American Traditional Tattoo Flash, as well as whatever else strikes my mind at the time. And right as I was getting good, I stopped.
As one does.
So I'm going to start doing that again. Follow Dave on his official Instagram account at the one and only Cattell. That'll be in the show notes, as I'm sure there's a million ways to spell Cattell.
Actually, it's the one and only Kettle.
Oh, that's right. It is the one and only Kettle. All separated by underscores because
each word.
We are dirtbags.
I made the Instagram when I was 13.
Yeah, when that shit was cool. Underscores were pretty cool.
Underscores were the shit in 2016.
Yeah, that was a lot of the. You remember the XX phase?
Yeah.
First, it was just the X, and then it was double X's.
And then XX underscore.
XX underscore or X capital X underscore.
Yeah.
People would go kind of wild with that because it was like gamer tags. If somebody had like yours, you could do like XX underscore. Queerbait 69420 underscore XX. See, I hate when we have to wrap episodes up and we're aware of it, and then I'm like, all right, well, we might as well.
Have so much to say.
We might as well stretch it out to an hour, because we have so much to say, and I'm gonna have to cut out like 4 minutes of it because we were going to take a piss, and probably an extra 2 minutes when we were setting up. Yeah, we probably said we were going to have to wrap her up a little too early.
Definitely wrapped her up a bit too early. But
yeah.
you live by the rap, you die by the rap.
Yeah. Ain't
This
no
has
such
been-
things as halfway crooks. Scared to death. You're scared to look.
They shook.
Ain't no such thing as halfway
crooks.
crooks. Shout out to the Are You Garbage Boys. They don't know who we are. But they got a good podcast too. But you should pay for our Patreon first before you pay for theirs.
We need it. They
yeah.
won't miss it.
They rake in like $84K a month.
Yeah.
And the one chick that told us she would subscribe to our Patreon stopped because we didn't show her pictures of our toes. So
Soon
if you,
she's like, you have 10 days.
yeah, she was like, I'll subscribe once you guys have content up on your Patreon, and I was like, bitch, fair enough.
We don't have enough subscribers to warrant content
Yeah,
on Patreon yet.
yeah. If we don't have, we've got like 16 subscribers. I'm not really worried about the Patreon. I just think it's funny. If you want to buy us a coffee, I might set up a coffee account. You know, the KO.
We could just link our cash apps.
No, there's this thing, KOFI or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. And, like, people can send you, it's like $3 or whatever.
Oh.
And it, like, goes into it.
Why have we not been doing that this whole time?
I don't know. I thought about it while you were gone, and then I didn't feel like setting it up until we met in person. And besides, like, 20 minutes where we were setting up the podcast shit, this is
By the time this
essentially the only
podcast
talking
comes
we've
out,
done.
we will have a coffee account. And
Yeah.
you will be able to buy us some coffees.
It'll be in the description if you want to buy us a coffee. I'm a big large iced pumpkin regular guy though, so it's gonna be about $3.47 if you're trying to buy me something.
Content will be coming more regularly and at greater volume now.
Yeah,
Once we get back into the swing of things, we're back home. The summer of fun's over. It's time to buckle down, go back to work, go back to school.
yeah, we got school coming up soon. We didn't even
will
talk about
indeed have school tomorrow eventually.
that. Yeah, by the time you're seeing this, we may well have school tomorrow. Although actually no, by the time you're seeing this, we don't have school yet.
Still mid-August.
Yeah, it's still mid-August, but definitely in the coming weeks, we will have school. You want to do another episode? We'll
Perhaps.
figure that out later.
All right.
Thank you.
This is dragged on way too far. This has been You Have School Tomorrow.
Yeah, we pulled this down just so we'd have an hour. This has been You Have School Tomorrow. Thank you.
Per usual, thank you, love you, goodbye, good night.
Be nice to each other.
Slow night, so long.
And crank one out for the boys.
Crank that soldier boy.
Soldier boy.
Soldier boy, tell him.
I thought I had a burp.